Something hunts these mountains, shaped from myth. Formed by the spirit of the mountain man, he lives by the way he hunts. Born of the mountains, blood of the Indian, he survives by hawking and longbow. He's alone, he's free, he's forged by the elements. Journey with the last of a breed, Sasquatch Mountain Man. The season is new, but already Laramy Sasquatch Miller's gone to the summits in search of the wapiti, the elk. He's challenged the black timber and gotten within bow range of one bull before it broke and ran. Another bull comes to the call to take its place, and Laramy has to remain patient and wait for the perfect shot. He's brought down his elk for the year, and now it's time to move on to even bigger game.
I got a question for you. Where can you find the highest density of moose per square mile? Right here.
This is moose country. Low bogs and willows, stands of spruce. For Elsie's, the world's largest deer, this is what heaven looks like. And same for the moose hunter. Hard to believe, but that's the love song of the forlorn moose. And it looks like a young gentleman's come a-callin'. That's a true piece of American history Sasquatch has brought to his shoulder. They call it the Hawkin', and it was the dream of every mountain man to possess one. Already, Laramy has set his Hawkin' a task with moose in the Canadian woods. There's no mistaking those giant paddles moving through the trees.
About a high 57, 58-inch bull. I'm tickled to death.
And proud of his rifle, as he should be. St. Louis brothers Jacob and Samuel Hawkin crafted the first famed gun bearing their name in 1823 and changed the mountain men's lives. For hunting, their Rocky Mountain rifle had more range and accuracy and hit harder than the far longer and heavier Kentucky rifle. Typically, between 50 and 53 caliber, Hawkins could be chambered as large as 68 caliber, big enough to drop any buffalo or bear in its tracks. Never mass-produced, each rifle was made by hand. An original Hawkin' is today worth $50,000, and even Indians were envious and respectful of the Hawkin'. That's a piece of American heritage.
This gun right here is actually made off the exact plans of the original Hawkin'. There was only less than 300 of them made originally. You know, whenever you hear about mountain men or you think about mountain men, what do people think about? Jeremiah Johnson and the Hawkin' rifle. It's like the staple of the mountain men. quite a few replicas out there, but this is an actual true hawk. Before I take this gun out hunting, I want to shoot a few shots through it so that I can kind of season the barrel and make sure it's on.
They call them buckhorn sights for obvious reasons.
I do believe that'll do some damage. That's the nice thing about these round balls. They destroy anything in their path. They expand and they'll blow through, for instance, this tree. Blew clean through that tree. Well, what do you think it's going to do to an animal? It's pretty good. First shot fired out of this gun, dead on. Can't beat that.
That's a genuine Hawken, and you can't get no better. And this one has proven it can shoot. Now, it's time to see how it'll do on a moose.
Got a real good frost last night. As you can see, there's lots of fog on the lake, so the plan is to ease around the edge of this lake and call and see if we can't get a bull to answer us, and then go from there. Ought to be a good morning. Gotta be doing something wrong. Maybe because they're Canadian moose, I start saying A after every call. Then they might understand me. I'm not enunciating properly, I think.
Enunciating. Now, that's a $5 word out of a rawhide purse. They say to keep your powder dry, but Mother Nature isn't having any of the bargain. At last, there's a break in the weather. Maybe it'll get the moose moving. When Laramy looks at hunting country, he knows it's not all created equal.
Anybody that's spent a lot of time in the woods and a lot of time hunting, you know the best way to take a mature animal is to hunt the edge. And the edge is your transition from feeding to bedding. You look out there and them moose are gonna be transitioning. Them bulls are gonna work the edges of meadows like this. We just got done hunting elk. What happened? We hunted the edge and we got lucky. That's where all the elk were hanging out right before dark and right at daybreak. They were hanging out in the edge. They weren't up above tree line, they weren't in the meadows, they were on the edge. That's the best place to hunt and take mature animals.
Keeping the wind in his favor, Sasquatch moves deeper into moose territory.
About 1,000 yards across this canyon, there's a cow feeding through a clear cut over there.
hunts for moose, he's also hoping to trap a wolf for a warm pelt for the winter.
This is perfect. You can see this game trail. The wolves have been coming back and forth right here. There's some wolf tracks down there in the creek bed. It's a perfect spot to set up a bait.
But bringing bait to a site is only the first step in trapping a wolf. Laramy Miller's found the spot with the densest population of moose in the land, and they're answering his calls. His hawking is firing true. Now he only needs a shot. Molten lead, dipped from a pot, poured into a mold. Round balls just like the mountain men used. And the right gun to shoot him. Many considered the Hawken the Stradivarius of firearms. Master craftsmen, the Hawken brothers used the finest walnut and maple for stocks, turning out only a score of elegant rifles a year. Indian bows were more rapid fire, but the mountain man's Hawken could reach out to 200 yards, giving him a superior range of protection. The Hawken was also the great equalizer when the mountain man met old Ephraim the bear. With Kentucky rifles, it took a squad of hunters to stop a bruin, but one man with one Hawken could stand his ground on a bear trail. Now, it's time for Laramy to check his wolf bait.
I do believe we're in business. Mountain Man trail camera. Got my bait here. Something's been hitting it. I don't know if it's the crows or what, but I put this mud in front. That way when whatever it is comes up, steps in the mud, I'll know exactly what it is. All that's left to do is wait now.
You wonder how many campfires in the life of a mountain man? How many sleeps under the stars on the trail that is his life? Looks like old Mother Nature's got up on the wrong side of the bed.
You know, last night was probably one of the most miserable nights I've ever had in my life in the woods. I can deal with rain and snow. Wind is just horrible. It cools you off faster than anything. The wind was blowing so hard last night, I heard trees crashing down all around me. I guarantee you the moose weren't moving.
Into the densest population of moose, Laramy Sasquatch Miller carries his hawk and gun. Here, he hunts the edges and hopes the rain and wind lay down so the moose get up and start moving.
Got my heart rate going, the wind's blowing and tops of the trees were hitting. Thought there was a bull coming through the woods.
This thick bush is anything but conducive to still hunting, but Laramy has another alternative. Note the smooth and graceful manner in which Sasquatch enters a canoe.
Knowing my luck now, I'm gonna see a big moose. My powder's probably wet, my gun's gonna misfire. Well, since how the water's a little too rough to be canoeing anywhere, I'm just gonna go in here, sit down and call. That's about all I can do.
All that Sasquatch can do is hope his powder stayed dry.
There's a meadow down here in the bottom of this canyon. There's quite a bit of moose sign up on both sides of this canyon, so I'm gonna go sit right at the edge of that meadow and see if I can't call one of them bulls out. Sit there till dark. That's about our best bet. The wind was horrible today. Rain. I've never seen clouds move so fast in my life. With all the bad weather, it's actually a beautiful evening, so hopefully the moose will start moving. There's a bunch of sign all around this big bog. Saw a huge moose track over here. Figured a great spot to sit in the evening. Hopefully one will come out, we can call him in. All you can do is try.
The wait goes on, and the minutes turn into hours, and the sun sinks toward the horizon. And then, the sound of hope. It's as fine a shot as a man with a hawken could ask for. The wet powder fails to fire, and Laramy has to scramble to put on a new cap. No fire, no smoke.
As you've probably seen, I fell out of the canoe into the water. All my powder is trenched. That used to be gunpowder. Now it's powder paste.
The only good thing for Sasquatch is that his moose hunt carries on.